is heating up faster than I'd like. Turns out that the cell leader you captured in Athens isn't a local. His name is Sergei Koltsov, a former major in the Russian army. According to his jacket, Sergei got himself a dishonorable discharge a few years back for committing atrocities in the field, and since then, he's been a hard man to find. However, now that we've collared him, he's willing to come in out of the cold and cut a deal. He's flipped on his buddies, the ones behind the Athens operation and everything else we've been chasing. It turns out he was working for a loose network of former Russian officers and local oil baron types that want to carve out a new country for themselves in the Caucasus. There's a lot of oil sitting there waiting to be tapped, and these guys have the skill, the expertise, and the money to be a serious threat. Between the documents you retrieved previously and Koltsov's testimony, we've been able to pinpoint the group's HQ. They're operating out of an old Russian military base in one of the real tongue-twister republics, Kabardino-Balkaria. The base itself, tucked away in the hinterlands, near Chernyov, and even the Russians gave up on the place 20 years ago. Now, it's got new tenants, and you get to go evict them. This still from a Predator drone gives us a pretty strong idea of what they're up to. When the Russians left that base, they sealed the bunkers with concrete, but didn't take the birds with them. Our tangos have opened the bunkers back up and have started moving the ordnance south to an unknown location. We don't know what those missiles are carrying, but we do know their designation. They're modified couriers, which means they're nuclear capable. We need to stop any more of those birds from moving, and we need to know where the missing missiles have been shipped to. Your first objective will be to mobilize the train transporting the missiles. After that, you'll need to find out where the train was going and bring that information back. Without it, we're working blind. What you're looking at now is a satellite image one of our spotter birds took 5 minutes ago. This is the rail line leading into the base, and those flatbeds are the sort you use to transport warheads. That train cannot be allowed to leave the base. You'll need to plant a demo charge on one of the cars to derail it. I'll detonate the charge remotely once you're at a safe distance. You'll be inserted through the courtyard, labeled A in the diagram. Use the railroad cars B and C for cover. D is a watchtower. An image enhancement shows they've got a couple of sentries up in there. Once the train is immobilized, your objective will be to find the data on where it was headed. You're going to need to download that intel from the base commander's personal computer. It won't be easy. Koltsov indicates that the man we're dealing with is General Dmitry Yaganov, a hardline cold warrior from the Caucasus, and the man behind the chemical plant op. Our best estimates indicate that he's the field leader for this whole operation. That's why he's supervising the missile loading personally. We were able to tap their video feed to get these images of the camp's interiors. This is the main work area, where the missiles are prepped for transport. Intel expects that it will be heavily defended. This is the hallway leading to the base's command center. That's where Yaganov is keeping the data we need. You'll notice that it's a cattle chute, very narrow, and lots of cover for hostiles along the way. Be careful on this one, Ding. The base is crewed by a large number of highly competent, heavily armed hostiles. I don't expect this one to be easy. Good luck.